Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Urvish Patel, and I'm from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and I'm located right now in Texas Medical Center, Houston, Texas. This is today's talk is all about US green card pathways and all options. We are going to start with brief introduction about different ways of doing green card, and then we will jump to our specific talk, EB-5 program. What do you think, before I start the session, what do you think would be the preferred language of the lecture? Should we keep it Gujarati, Hindi, or English? What do you think, guys? We are having Jainam Bhai, Dr. Jainam, Amit Bhai, Brijesh Bhai, Dharmesh Bhai. We are having a couple of guests. So what do you think? Should we, English is good? Everyone is comfortable with English? Okay, English Hindi mix. Okay, ऐसा करते हैं. चलो English Hindi mix रखते हैं. So let's start with couple of things, and one thing you can just put your questionnaires there, and as soon as we are going to have some questions, I can see your questions, so I can address those questions side by side as well. The session we are going to divide into 5 subsection, 5 section लेंगे. Number 1, basic green card के बारे में we are going to discuss. Number 1. Number 2, we are going to talk about EB-5 specifically. Number 3, we are going for the discussion of the topic, or which is what is going to be the project, investment and all. Number 4 is going to be some basic question and answer about common problems, and then we are going to talk number 5 specifically one-to-one questionnaires about different problems during EB-5 process, or if you are planning to do so. So let's start with my brief introduction. I am Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery MBBS from Gujarat University, Ahmedabad. Then I did my Masters of Public Health Biostatistics in Icahn School of Medicine, Mount Sinai. And then I did Doctorate of Medicine, Prelim and Stroke Medicine from New York, same hospital. I work till 2020 in Mount Sinai, and then I am right now in Texas Medical Center, Houston. I also, besides my memory care and neurology expertise, I also work as a director of Research Update Organization and Institute of Foreign Medical Graduate in Education, where we train every year somewhere between 200 Gujaratis to 700 non-Gujaratis, 900 students every year between me and my partners. We help them for residency, fellowship, and then EB-1 specific green card. And once they are getting their EB-1 green card, then they are helping us for our physician investment program, where we obtain the land, and then EB-5 program help us to complete the construction. So let's start quickly with the different type of green card options, and then we will look into the specific our green card program. So usually what happen is that we are going to cover the US visa, USCIS based green cards, case specific pathways, some action dates, and then EB-5 specific program related to EB-5. So let's do, first of all, quickly, hold on. Okay, so let's start with the broad categories. Usually the visas are divided into some of the broad categories like tourist visa, business visa, employment visa, study, exchange, immigration visa. So a couple of visas are there. Now, most common visas, you know that non-immigration visas, B1, B2, F1 student visa, J1 exchange visitor visa for doctors and scientists, H1B visa or extraordinary ability, O1 visa, and intra-company transfer L1 visa. These are non-immigration options. Immigration options or green card options are only two: family-based and employment-based. Family-based through your unmarried son and daughter for US citizen, if someone is a US citizen person. If US citizen, apply for their spouse, F2A. F2B for unmarried adult and children, F3 married sons, and F4 if your family from sister or brother side can apply as a sibling. So these are F1 to F4 categories. Then we have employment based visa, where we are going to have EB1 to EB5. EB1 is for priority workers, extraordinary either physician scientist, extraordinary ability people, tenure track researchers and tenure track assistant professor to professors category, outstanding researchers and multinational company CEO like Sundar Pichai or Nadella or Tesla's owner. All these people goes for EB-1C. EB-2 is the most common visa where every doctors and every engineer of average nature apply, and EB-2 visa is based on your advanced degree. EB-1 and 2 is based on degrees, but EB-3 is basically for skill categories. So skilled people and skilled professionals are going for EB-3. EB-4 is special immigration types and EB-5 is investor types. So these are 5 basic options. And when we are discussing about different options, all the options are having a very clear-cut definition. To receive permanent residency with condition, then you have to go through permanent residency to remove the condition, and then you are going for, after you have a removed condition, then you go for citizenship. These are a couple of things which we are having pictures from USCIS website for the definition point of view, but you will see the percentage also, how the percentages are distributed between all these categories. Now the biggest challenge is what? Here we are dealing with the big elephant in the room, which is the availability of the green card is very limited, and backlogs, and what are the reason of the backlogs. So we are discussing here the specific country specific to India. Then for India, we are facing the major backlog from F1 category to all the way F5 category, and EB1 to EB5. Now what is the problem going on here is that when you are going for any specific category, every country has their cutoff, or I can use the number when we use the number specifically, country based cap or limit to apply. So that is the reason why every time we look into any visa, we focus on the priority date. Priority date means your availability to get the green card or to do the adjustment of status. So you have to stand in the queue, and that priority date sometime for research categories transferable, for other categories are non-transferable priority dates. But most important thing, whatever category you are choosing between any of this, you have to plan what you are going to do. There are a couple of main options are there, main visa options are there too, and couple of times you are going to find out some other loophole as well. But there are different visa when you are targeting. Strategy is going to be the most important thing. So the people like me, we had a common strategy for most common route from F1 to OPT to STEM to H1B, whether it's a non-profit or for-profit H1B. Then you go for NIW, and then if you are Indian born, then you go for EB1. Or if you don't want to go for EB1, then you are having the second option of F2A. So most common reason people are entering in US is for study. So this is the standard path for the students. There are the path for J1 doctors. If you did medical school here and you don't want to do the student visa or something else and you directly want to enter, then people go through J1 waiver, H1, NIW and EB2, and then wait and then jump to EB1. Some of the other categories are that merit based, which we are talking about, are having little bit lesser time. EB2 is most common category, but is having around 50 years of waiting. I'll tell you how to look into waiting and stuff. The F2A, which is the marriage based green card in a layman language, it's having around 7 months to 2 years of waiting, and green card to green card is somewhere around 4 years waiting. The third category is F1, EB1A, extraordinary ability. And in India, they are having 3 years waiting once you meet the category. But to meeting category, it takes several years, 3 to 5 years. It takes time to make sure you can have all this category achieved or fulfilled. Let's talk about the final action date and final action date according to the country specific, country of chargeability. So if you see here, the final action date for F1 to F4, if we discuss about India, the earliest one is this is for February 1st, very latest data, 1st February 2024. If someone wants to see where is this date, then you can just put it in your Google. Visa Bulletin 2026, and then you can see the latest dates here for final action dates. So this is 2024, the marriage based green card, and then you can see EB-1 to EB-5, and in that EB-1 to EB-5, as I mentioned, that this one is right now 15th May 2013, and when I went to US back in 12, the date was February 2012. So within 15 years, it just moved by 13 months, not even 15 months. But then you have second option is 15th of March of 2022, and then you have EB-5 options. Here are different options. And now we will discuss about why EB-5 and what are the types of EB-5. But before we jump into that one, you just need to make sure that in EB-5 category also there are urban projects, rural projects, rural TEA and urban TEA. So there are a couple of projects type exist. Now depend on which type you are in. If you are coming into this particular section, fifth set aside rural to all the way to set aside category. So for set aside category, you are going to have a current EB-5 priority date. So when you are even targeting any of the EB-5 projects, you have to focus on EB-5 set aside situation. And if your project is coming under, or any project is coming under EB-5 set aside category, right now it is current. We don't know until how long it will be, but at least since last 2 years, they are in a current situation. So this is basically all about different options. Now why we are discussing EB-5 today? Because you know that EB-5 is one of the current in all the F1 to F5 and EB-1 to EB-5. If someone is looking for someone who's having children who are younger, and if they want to move to US, if someone's children are already in US, and if they are having problem with the F1, H1 and lottery, or if someone's L1 is going to expire, there are several reasons are there. So in that case, the fastest way to get the green card is going to be EB-5 green card. Now we will discuss a very thorough discussion, but we just want to make sure today the reason of me being here delivering this talk is going to be, first of all, breaking the myth. People think EB-5 means giving money and buying the green card like Dubai or other country. Answer is no, it's investment. Now, and if investments have different rules and terms and conditions, that's a different story, but it is not going to be like, oh, you're giving and getting money. There are conditions involved, and this is investment the way you are investing in Indian economy. But your investment, you don't have to keep the investment. You have to basically do the investment, fulfill the criteria and get your investment back. Now we'll discuss about receiving investment back and all those things, but this is not something like you have to purchase a property and that property you have to hold it forever like Dubai, or let's say you have to start a business like Canada and you have to keep doing the business if you want to stay there. So if you stop after 7 years, 10 years that business, then that green card or that golden card will not have any future. So this is not giving money and buying green card. This is the investing money and getting green card. So quickly we'll talk about now theoretical part of EB-5. It is very important, equally important to understand EB-5 theoretical part as well. The program started in 1990 under Immigration Nationality Act, and it is administered by USCIS, and basically the rule of two is here going to get applied. So what is rule of two? You are going to have two different type of investment. You are going to have two different amount involved in terms of investment. You are going to basically create the job into a way that you are going to be keeping that investment in that project for particular year. And finally, you are going to have two options of USCIS and Department of Homeland Security through DHS through that to apply for your file. So let's go one by one. First of all, what are the investment type we are going to discuss? There are two type of investment exist. One, self-manage, you actively manage, it's called direct investment. You have your responsibility to construct or lease the business, run it, create the job, maintain the job, and then you maintain the payroll, and then in that case you are going to get the temporary condition removed. Permanent green card with condition will be removed, but before your business start, they are going to give you actually green card. The second one is regional center approach. In regional center approach, you are basically investing money in the regional center where, like you, probably more another 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 people will invest, and you are going for a bigger goal where regional center take care of your all the documentation, create the job and pre-approve the job and finalize the document, and then they are going to file on behalf of you. Regional center approach. So these are two approach. Similarly, you have two type of amount. If you are going to apply your project through the new commercial enterprise in the downtown in non-TA zone, then it's going to be 1.05 million standard minimum investment. Minimum. You can go with the maximum if you want to, but if you are going with the targeted employment area, which is set aside TA zone, then you are going to have 800,000. And some people even discuss that, oh, TA means lower investment. Yes, but TA means faster green card. The answer is right now in TA and all other category of TA, the green card is current. So if you are choosing this, then green card is current. This, there is a waiting for 1.5 years. But inside the TA, whatever other subsections are there, for all the subsections right now green card is current. So these are two type of payment, two type of investment type. And another thing is, through all this thing, government wants to create 10 new job and wants to preserve 10 jobs for 2 years. So this is the rule of 2, which can easily differentiate all different type of investment and all different locations. Now, same way you are going to have two type of application. If you are sitting in India, then we are going to basically through regional center filing I-556E petition. After that petition is going, the only one form going to be submitted, and then that time you are going to wait between 14 to 16 months, and once your file will open, your biometric, your drug test and other thing will be done. You will be going to US within 60 days. Sometimes it's 90, sometimes it's 30, but in between 30 to 60 days you are going to reach to US. You are going to do fingerprinting, biometric fingerprinting, and then finally you are going to apply for your SSN and your green card. It will take 1 month to 1.5 months to deliver that green card and SSN card to your relatives' home, but that not necessary you have to stay there. If you trust them, you can do finish fingerprinting and everything, biometric, and you can come back to India, and you can meanwhile apply that you want to go again in 6 months, or you want to take that exemption not to go if the students are in school, in medical school or whatever, or you are doing business, temporary point of view. Second process is, if you are applicant is already in US, then we directly apply for that form, 485 form, 797 form, 131 form. So advanced payroll in layman language to leave the country, as well as work permit and adjustment of status. Everything we file together, and that file will take only 90 days to get activated. That means your biometric will be done in 90 days, delayed by delayed, and then your biometric will be finished in 90 days and another 90 days, so total 6 months to receive advanced payroll and work permit. Work permit will be around 1 year to 2 years, depend on how much time it will take to give you green card. But before work permit expire, you are going to get your green card delivered. Work permit has exact same right like green card and like citizen, except giving vote in the election, presidential election. But other than that, these are the two different ways to apply for the green card. Now, standard benefit that your spouse and any children less than 21 years can get the green card. That's a standard benefit. No sponsorship, no degree, no exams, and nothing is required. You can stay in United States in any part of the any part of US between those 50 states. But besides standard benefit, what are the other benefits? If your children are less than 21, and if someone is like in 5K, 6K, 7K school, then their education in the same community will be for free of cost. As a part of BSMD and BSDO program applicants, they will send them to conference, they will do research with them, they will work on extrovert nature of the activities, so your student or your children will be more into capable for SET exam as well as going for law, medical school, or any other professional schools. Now that is just free of cost. Second most important benefit is going to be that you are going to get the accessibility to apply for community community schools for your biology or chartered accountant school or law school or whatever. For first 4 years is going to be community, that is going to be completely free. But if you choose universities, which is going to be here costing you as immigration F1 visa somewhere around $40,000 to $50,000 per year, those programs, they are going to give you 50% in-state benefit. So if your total bachelor is going to be 150,000, then this bachelor is going to be 70,000. Around 40% fee will be the new fees. On top of that, they are going to give you American education credit and FAFSA, direct FAFSA, where you don't have to pay the interest at all until you come out and doing the job. People don't pay interest sometime for years and years, and they save the money until waiting for the new president to reduce your government relief in the FAFSA. Then you have indirect FAFSA, for which you pay the interest, but that is a very small amount of interest. Right now it's going 4.5%, which is way lower than any education loans. So that way your bachelor and medical school will get or professional school will get a really good boost. So that's an education benefit number one. You are going to become green card holder, but you are coming under lower earning people, because whatever you earn in India, but in your US income is low. So you are going to get American health credit. We call it Obamacare or marketplace. That means your family is $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Insurance will be for free or for very lower cost of $50 or $70. So your healthcare will be literally become free from a day one. That's a healthcare benefit. The retirement benefits are there if you are going to also work there for 40 quarters. That's a long-term benefit, so we are not talking about that benefit. Another couple of benefits are there, that if you want to put your down payment and get the loan and start the new business. I have a couple of dentists with us from India, couple of physical therapists are there, and couple of real estate agents are there too. So builders basically, so they put a small money to get 20% down or 15% down, and they get the government loan to start a new business there. So those are a couple of short-term benefits are there, and we are going to discuss about long-term benefits as well. But before that, let's quickly talk about how this whole process works, and so that you will have a risk and challenges involved in the process. You will know those things. So the whole process work by 5 different ways. So how this thing work? Number one is going to be you guys. That means you are the investor. That is the first firm or first person. They are going to invest in company number A, regional centers escrow account, which is operated by government. So your money goes, 800,000 goes to the escrow account. An escrow account has a one-sided entry, no exit. So what does it mean? So your escrow account, you can deposit the money, but if someone wants to withdraw, then we need to give the return letter, and then government appointed nominee will withdraw the money to you. So that is the company number A. Now company number B. Company number B is going to be the company who is making construction and creating direct job. That means job for architecture, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, general contractors, civil, structural engineer, surveyors, and many more. And once hospital or medical facility or hotel start running, then few more people will be the part of the ecosystem. So direct job. Indirect job, you buy wood, concrete, frames, everything you buy, create new jobs. So you are going to have indirect jobs and induced job in the economy, in the surrounding area. So these are three different type of job produced during the process. So the company B produce those jobs. Company B is a construction company, they produce such jobs. And before getting approval for USCIS, for regional center and the project, this all the jobs are pre-calculated through the standard formula. We'll come to that. Then company B will make a building. Then they are going to send this process to company C. Company C are stabilization company or management company. They run Marriott, Doubletree, Hilton, or those all the companies stabilize the project. That means they're going to occupy, create the occupancy, create the business, and then finally company A, B, and C try to find out company number D, who is going to purchase your stabilized project. If all four companies are having different owners or different leaderships, then, and usually it happens, so the money will be passing through A, B, C, D to A's account and to your account. So that money is into the circulation and that money is at risk. And if there is no risk, there is no green card. That is the government's open guideline. Our goal is to reduce the risk. So what happen is, investment risk is the biggest challenge in the whole EB-5 process. And if you, the second risk is going to be, what happen if your documents are not clear? What happen you sold the land to 3 or 4 people and your land has no value, the land documents are not proven. Many times the documentations are not good, then you are going to go with the compliance risk. And that compliance risk also applies to the builder too. The company number C and company number B, what if they are not going to manage compliance properly and they will not develop the job? So that is a compliance risk. And the third risk is processing delay. What if suddenly more people apply and that delay the process? Right now processing delay is not our risk, so we don't have to worry about that. So we'll discuss about these two risks. So basically the good part is going to be here that regional centers are the one who are going to guide you to reduce this risk. Now some regional centers are dealing with usually 2 to 3 different real estate builders or developers. So whichever developer give them good incentive, whichever developer or whichever builders are giving good money, commission, the more client goes to there. So this is a common process for the regional center as well, common practice for the regional center as well. So we'll tell you what we can do to reduce all this risk. Usually it takes to receive green card between 12 to 24 months. Usually right now waiting period is 16 months going on. If you're applying from India, if you're applying from US, the waiting period is drastically low. So conclusion of this EB-5 theoretical part is to make sure, identify the risk, make a strategy to reduce the risk. All those strategies should be written and concretely signed by whatever parties involved. So you can not only verbally reduce the risk, but you have a proper concrete plan to reduce the risk. So now let's start with the third section of the talk. Who we are and how we are going to help with the green card process and how we are going to work with the reduction of the risk. Currently EAD card Jainam is taking around 3-month biometric fingerprint and 3 months for EAD. So 6 to 7 month max right now taking to complete that whole situation. Okay, so let's start with that portion. So basically, as we discussed, if you remember, we are having couple of ABCD system, right? Couple of systems involved. So let's start with the company number 1, regional center. So who we are? So we are Asian Physicians and Professionals EB-5 regional center. Our regional center is one of the 400 or 500 regional center listed, approved by USCIS. Our documentation's done in 2024 and we got approval in 2024 itself. And this regional center is located right now at my first office, which is in Medical Center 6710 Travis Street, Texas Medical Center itself. What our mission is? Our mission is to make sure that you are going to understand the whole process, and our expertise are to try to push you or encourage you to invest in the healthcare sector. Now there are different sectors exist. People make hotel, motel, they make condominiums, they make so many weird things, from ski room to so different things. My expertise and my team's expertise are to develop the healthcare facility, and we are going to show it to you how we are creating the wealth in terms of only healthcare, memory care, assisted living, home health care, to all the way to we are going towards long-term acute care. So our goal is to encourage people to invest more in the healthcare sector. The project we are going to discuss, the project is located at 224 Fannin Street, Houston, and that particular project is of healthcare sector project, from assisted living, memory care to different type of facilities related to healthcare. We are going to discuss that part. The project was started on February 15, 2025. Of course, before we start the project also we need a lot of work. For example, obtaining land is the last portion to start the project, but before that you are going to get approval for the companies, all the different ABCD companies. To find out if it's your company, then you have to register in the state, in the federal government, and then you go for USCIS for registration, and finally everything is done, then you go for purchasing the land and start the project. So we are on February 15, 2025, we obtained the land. That was our day one of the starting the project for the investment point of view. The three different type of amount involved during this whole process. The $800,000 is the amount usually people invest in terms of minimum investment in the accredited regional centers escrow account. Now the rule suggests that if someone is a potential investor, and if the source of fund is clear, then as little as $0 they can file the green card, as long as all the money comes to the account 3 to 5 months before the project finish, 10 jobs are successfully developed, and the file of that particular candidate is not open. They allow you to do so. But when you are going to give someone opportunity for as little as 0, then there is a risk involved that everyone will start with 0, then project will not start. So some people charge 400,000, some people charge full 800,000, some people charge a little bit up and down. Our goal is to, because the deadline to, I will talk about the deadline to have a grandfathering application is 30th September 2026. So that's why we decided that we can let people file the green card as little as 200,000 as well, and then later of the part the money can be transferred. Now that is the one fees. This $800,000, is this just giving you and forgetting about it? So it's as I was telling you, is it like a non-refundable? No, it is always people commit, it's a refundable. People sometimes says that yes, don't worry, I am here, we'll give it to you. Some people will be more convincing than other, but usually I recommend that if someone is telling it's refundable, then ask for the proof for the refund. So if you are going to ask for the refund document or agreement that can prove you are going to give the money back in XYZ duration, and if not, then it's going to create a problem, then they may not even give it to you. So to reduce the risk for the investment portion, which we were discussing here in the beginning, investment risk, the refundable clause or the nature in which another agreement is done for refunding the money is going to be very crucial. But no one will do it for you. Why? Because if the company owner for A, company owner for B, C, all are different and they don't know who is D, then it is very difficult to say who is going to sign and who is going to take the commitment for refund. So that is making us unique, as me and my other partners are 33% maximum to 25% minimum partner in the whole firm. So what we are having it is that our major two partners are open to sign such agreement with any candidate who want to have a refundable clause in the system. So usually what happen is, if everyone is a different company, then you are not going to have that accessibility to sign such document in terms of refundable. Now from that money, 10 green card will be developed. Sorry, not 10 green card, 10 full-time job will be created. So usually before the project start, you are going to apply, which we did it, and we find out that we are going to have 377 job going to create during the whole project duration, out of which we asked for 250 jobs for going for the eligibility for green card. So 250 job is equal to 25 people's green card or 25 families green card. So usually this thing happen when you are going to have investment done, and from the last day you pay your full $800,000. Within 5 years of locking duration, we are making sure that we are giving you the money back. If the project finished quickly, early, your green card arrive with it without any problem, we may give you money back later on, earlier than what we decided. But on a lock-in period, we are asking for 5 years of minimum investment. So it will take 1 year, 1.5 years to complete the project. Then you are going to have stabilization, 50% stabilization. So break-even point, then you have a complete stabilization. So that way it will help us to stabilize the project within 4 years, and then we can purchase the same project as well. But then in your side, you are going to get at least 6 months to get EAD if you are there, 6 to 7 months. Then you are going to get the green card in 12 to 16 months. Then that is as a condition. So condition will be removed after 2 years, and then you apply for the citizenship. So it will take at least 4 years for you too. So safer side, we are keeping 5-year option. And then we are going to give you the option that would you like to take the money back, send it back to India or US. That's option 1. You are going to be right now limited partner. From that you want to be general partner or managing partner if you wish to. So we have open options too. We have currently 3 partners who are also going to work with us as soon as the day center open. They are going to work with us as a managing partner. So that's also going to be the option for this project and other project. So second fee is going to be your USCIS filing fee. We call it application cost. It is, or it was, 12,160 before. Last month only it reduced it to $3,800, and that we don't know until what time it is going to be. Looks like it may be up to another 1 or 2 months, because lawsuit is going on USCIS, and then later on they will increase again. So it's right now temporary 3,000, so you can take advantage of this one as soon as possible. So the third fee is going to be lawyer filing fee. You can bring your own lawyer, and we also have our own lawyer, so you can use any of them. Lawyer fees somewhere between $15,000 to $25,000. Majority lawyer nowadays are charging around 20-25 anyway. Our lawyer is charging around 17 or 18,000. So you have to make sure when you choose any lawyer, have a flat agreement. Whether you prepare document, you have RFE, NOID, condition remove, we are not going to pay you more than X amount of money. Otherwise, if every RFE will cost you 5,000, then your bill will go somewhere around $40,000-$50,000 if you don't have that type of agreement as well. And the last fee is going to be regional centers administrative fee, in which we are going to have our consultation, our chartered accountants consultation, preparing for business planning document, eco study, job creations, job maintenance, and all those record keeping activity. So that is our charge is going to be $60,000, and that $60,000 either you can pay it in advance, or you can give it, we can give you the option based on how comfortable we are, that based whatever we are going to give it to you in terms of interest later on, we can just compensate that one with the our consultation fee in advance, so you don't have to pay that one upfront. Now another thing is, if someone is transferring money, we'll talk about source of fund, but if we are going to transfer the money from India, then 20% of TCS will be applied to you as well. Now this 20% of TCS every year on the April 1st, every year in the April 1st, once you file your tax return, you can apply to get the money back, and everyone is getting that money back anyway. And for that guidance, you will have chartered accountants given from US and from India, both side. that is going to be all the fees involved. So if someone asks me total cost, how much lump sum I'm going to pay today, that cost is going to be 800,000 plus chartered accountant, not chartered accountant, plus your TCS plus lawyer application fee if you just cross cancel, and you pay the USCIS application filing fee, then somewhere around your expense reach to all the way to $1 million. Now if someone asks me that how much I am going to pay at the end of the 5th year, because after 5th year you got your green card, condition is removed, you're applying for citizenship, everything is good to go, how much is going to be that day my expense on the 5th year? Then that expense is going to be 18,000 for lawyer, 1 or 2,000 miscellaneous cost, 3,800 is another cost going on. So lump sum $22,000 to $25,000 is going to be the last expense that is going to be, you have to do it on the day of the 5th year. What will happen to your interest of those money? Those interest considered, everything is gone, because you are going to spend those interest for your other application, other miscellaneous expenses and all. But your money is completely back, all different money, and in $25,000 you and your family are having a green card, which is literally nothing, because in that day, very first day, you're going to get only in your health insurance is only $25,000 back. So that is the overall nutshell about EB-5.
So we have one question. How does a money back guarantee work?
Right. So money back guarantee in case of, we will talk about company number B soon and C as well. So in terms of when ABCD owners are different, then they can only give you guarantee verbally. Okay. There is no other ways that any company can sign that. Because in our case, EB-5, me, Dr. Dhiren Patel, he's also ACP and Surat IMS president, and he served in many different organizations in India, as well as he's one of the partner in US, handling US project as well. So we can give, because the project company A, company B and company C all are operated and owned by major partners, we are all together same. So we are going to give you in the actual written document agreement notarized with US attorney that we are writing money back guarantee for you. And again, if I don't have money, for example, lawyer won't allow me to sign the document and notarize that. So before you receive the money, or before not receive the money, before you receive the document, usually notary will prove the asset is enough, and I'll show it to you how much asset we are having in this project and overall asset. So that will prove, then only lawyer will sign that document and then say yes, this parties and companies are capable to give money. So this is how money back guarantee works in our place as well as other centers. Now, do you have insurance which covers it? What insurance usually we are discussing here? Because there are a couple of insurance involved. The number one insurance we need to take it for building. For building, general contractor insurance, take their insurance. Number two, for project overall, we require JLL appraisal. We require any third party company's appraisal. Bank order the appraisals, and appraisal decide that how much loan you are getting it, how much EB-5 you are getting it, how many job will be created. We'll come to that document. So that is something we have to maintain. Then third thing is that, let's say if something happened to the place during construction, then there is another third party insurance, that is those workers are taking their own insurance. The company of architectural, MEP, structural, civil, GC, all people take their own insurance. And once building is completed, then there are two more insurance involved. A, if something happened to the building in the next 30 years or 50 years, then that is the company number B who is constructing or owner of the company. That company has to maintain the insurance once building complete. And company number C who is enrolling the patients. In my case, we are the one, company number C as well. We are enrolling our own patients. Patients and workers are sitting in those hospitals. So for that one, we have to maintain our employees' insurances, not health insurances, safety insurance. So yes, there are many insurance involved, and every party must have insurance to get approval from different facility. So right now we are only talking about A, but then I'll tell you B and C, so you will have more idea. So the project is located in the Texas Medical Center. Texas Medical Center is located in Houston, and if I want to give the one word definition or one word location, then Howdy Modi Energy Stadium is very popular. So the project is located 1.2 miles from there, very near. And Texas Medical Center is having 4 medical colleges, 4 residency program, 26 hospitals, and around 10,000 doctors are serving there with the huge crowd of healthcare providers. Texas major locations are UT Health, Rice University, Baylor, MD Anderson Cancer Center, where majority of celebrities and politicians cancer treatments are going on. So those all locations are within the same areas, and that's where we have our project, and that's where my office is located there as well. So this is the project. This is whole medical centers triangle, and this triangle is somewhere around 3 to 3.5 square mile, and revenue or taxation of this year Texas Medical Center non-profit is around $3.2 billion last year, which is bigger than some of the smaller companies GDP. They have 2 helipad also inside, Texas Zoo, Botanical Garden, Natural History Museum, and many more things are located within the area. Now okay. Oops. So I'm going to share with you later on the brochure and things. So you can literally see that after tapping on that text message that you can visit the whole Texas Medical Center. So this is the land, but you can just walk from here, enter in medical center, and keep walking and visit the whole Texas Medical Center in case if someone doesn't want to come. But if someone wants to come, once I'm there February 1st onwards, you can visit in person as well. So this is something Texas Medical Center looks like, from transplantation to cardiac surgery to couple of more ventures are going on in terms of engineering, medicine, PhD to robotics, and many more things are going on in the system here. And then every system, when we talk about different type of activity or different type of programs or different type of hospitals, so we are going to give you the brochure if you don't have it, where you can click and then you can see what is the situation related to the Texas Medical Center. But overall speaking, there are 4 medical colleges, 60 institutions, 110 researcher doctor, 170,000 surgeries per year, 21 hospital, 13 teaching, and 42 non-profit organizations too. And our organization like Institute of Foreign Medical Graduate Education and Research Update, those are also non-profit teaching institutes. They are also located same place. The brochure, we will discuss about the brochure, but this is all about company number A. Now company number B is where you are going to put your money part. That is the Fannin Estate Investors and Fannin Estate, which is going to make the jobs and construct the building. And there also me and Dr. Patel and other people are partners, 33% to 20% partner. So we are going to also can take responsibility of your investment as well. The company number C is going to be Serenity Spring Senior Living. We are having the expertise of running memory cares and assisted living. So this is going to be similar building. Instead of 16 bed, here we have 76 bed, and 76 beds are covering between home health care, office to adult day spa. I'll show it to you, floor plans and everything. Adult day care, home health care, adult day spa to independent living, assisted living, memory care, and hospice care. So quickly, the people who are not familiar with this term, let me tell you what are these facilities so you will have idea. When someone reaches to the age of 65-year-old, that time they are requiring a little bit of rehab. That means they are going for exercise and doing the structured training. Some people decide that I want to go back to my normal life after exercise, which we all are doing here as a physical therapy. But some people are saying that after I go home, I need healthcare provider at my home, nurses and everyone to give me shower, to give me medicine, to do other activity related to the medical field. We call it home healthcare. After that, some people says after 60-65 we don't want to be, we are alone, we don't like it, we want to go to somewhere where in the morning to night they spend the time with us, their medicines, food and every activity of daily living are different thing, and other activities are different thing. So all other activities they are doing it, we call it that one as a adult daycare. After adult daycare, one age they will reach somewhere around 70 or so, where they can not able to do their activity of daily living, means shower, bathing, clothing, all those things. So that time either they choose that their function is mildly deteriorated, then they go for independent living. But if their function, like these people, if their function is completely deteriorated, then they need healthcare providers like this type of a community. So that is somewhere between your age of 75, 80, you are going to be between those spectrum. But after that 80, 85 and so on, people have problems like stroke, cardiac problem, vascular dementia, Alzheimer, and they lose their memory. They don't identify their family members, and it's very risky and against the government rule to keep those risky people unattended for 24/7 at home. So they have to put them into the memory care facility, complete lockdown unit, and that complete lockdown unit they are not allowed to leave those facilities. Either it's a one room or it's a one big institution. Whatever you lock down, that called facility. So that is going to be your memory care and Alzheimer unit. After that, someone is having middle of the journey, they have transplant required, they have some management required, minor care required. So that for particular purpose they come to medical center, finish the management in 1 month and leave. We call it here medical tourism, but we call their respite care. Respite care means the people come to that particular hospital because they are expert in that field. They stay there for a month to 3 months, and they are going to be going back once they stabilize. If not, they go back to hospital. And finally, once patient reach to, let's say 90, 95, 100, and they have a terminal illness or they are sick because of aging, they label them as hospice care patient. That means the patient is going to die within next 6 months. All the treatment, even though if heart attack comes, cardiac reversal also should be done within their room, within the facility. They are not allowed usually to go back to the hospital. So we call it hospice care. It's a spectrum of the services, which is everything is, majority of the parts are available in this particular building, right? Now what parts are not available? For example, if you suddenly diagnosed with the stroke, you go to ER, this is not ER. If after ER they go to inpatient, this is not inpatient. After that they need a skilled nursing home or long-term acute care, this is not that thing. And this is not outpatient as well. So these are all different type of facility involved for continuity of care. But basically this is the continuity of care outside, and usually the ER, urgent care, hospital, inpatient, skilled nursing and long-term acute care, those are a little bit higher risk involved hospital facilities. But this is one of such kind of facility involved. So this is the Serenity Spring. This is going to be our second memory care center, but our goal is to convert everything into putting into the franchisee, and we want to run it as a franchise model for all different type of the facility under one roof. This document will give you the company number C and D's detail. The document which you have it, if you are going to click here later on in your text message, it will give you the tour for the medical center, and this one will give you the tour of the building which we are constructing and the paperwork related to the building. Before I jump to this video, and also we have a couple of other documents. Once you scan this barcode and this barcode, then you are going to see all the transparency document with document ID and number, so that you can just cross check, and then if you are interested, then we can discuss more in detail. let me give you a quick look how the Texas Medical Center and the project which we are doing it, how that area look like.
Welcome to Houston, where cutting-edge healthcare meets the nation's most diverse and welcoming city. Home to the Texas Medical Center, the largest healthcare and life sciences complex on the planet. Houston is where the world comes to receive the best care. Headquarters to more than 60 renowned healthcare institutions, TMC is the premier destination for leading medical experts, researchers, and specialists focused on driving innovation in treatment and care. Now a new campus is being developed. TMC Helix Park will be a 37-acre complex, bringing together researchers from TMC's top institutions alongside academics and entrepreneurs to create a concentrated pipeline from R&D to commercialization. TMC Helix Park represents the dynamic life sciences campus of the future. The heart of the city is also well connected via light rail from downtown to the Museum District, the Texas Medical Center, and beyond. Our city's rich culture, world-class dining, museums, and abundant entertainment options offer something for everyone. Hosting your meeting in Houston means the ability to tap leaders in virtually every field of medicine, from top clinicians to leading researchers. Hosting in Houston also means the ability to reach a built-in audience of more than 350,000 healthcare professionals across the region, with more than 100,000 at TMC alone. Houston is the future of medicine today. Let us help you create the medical meeting of tomorrow.
So this is the main reason we have decided to keep our activity or license limited to only healthcare development. So this is all about the project number, our project, the company number C. Now, quickly, I would like to, before we have a question and answer, I would like to show you rest of the part. So yeah, so quickly let me just open
PDF, second last. Yes.
yeah, okay. So we'll come to the documentation part and all, but I would like to quickly give you what is the project and how it looked like. So this is the Sandy Springs Senior Living building will look like once it complete, which is around going to be on February or March 2027, within a year or less than a year. The location of the building is in the medical center. The building is 84,000 square feet, 7-story building, where first floor is going to be all parking and welcome center and couple of places for mandatory things like kitchen and stuff, the central kitchen and all. Second floor onwards, we are going to have the actual things will be started. So second floor is going to have physician offices, lounge. We are having, I always have 15 to 20 international doctors with us. They are after finishing exams, they are getting trained in medical center. They study for USMLE step 3s and other exams. While they are preparing for their CV, they do research with us and then usually help us in our private practices. So it's a physician student lounge. We have it. We have adult daycare center, 4,000 square feet facility of 120 patients approval. Then you have a couple of conference room, employees room, locker room, activity room, and couple of more other things here in the floor number 2. Then we have floor number 3, which is a typical 3 and 4 lockdown memory care center, where we have admin, nurse offices, supplies, and all those things. Because the patient cannot leave this floor, each floor should be separately locked down. So we have their secure outdoor area, their dining, their activity room and stuff, everything on their floor. It's a 19-bed studio type of arrangement. So one patient can stay. Usually you can keep in each room 2 or 3 patients. But again, we are making the premier facilities so that we can have more reimbursement. We are having 19 beds here on 3rd floor and 4th floor approval. And again, this approval goes through Department of Health and Human Services. We have our company number C, which is management company, Serenity Spring. To expedite the process work, we hire the retired architecture and retired officers of Department of Health and Human Services so that we can get help to have a quick approval of the plans which we got help from them. So similarly for company number A and B investment firm, we have retired USCIS education officer with us who did between 5 regional center, somewhere around 350 plus EB-5 successful approval as well. Next is going to be our assisted living. Rule specifically, you can't see much differences, but there are many small things that are different in terms of beds, in terms of facility, in terms of minor detail, micro details. So this is going to be independent living and assisted living facility. Independent livings are like bigger rooms, and instead of studio we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom hall apartments where they can stay without additional additional support. They need televisions and beds and all, dining table and everything in their room. So those are different type of facilities exist in between those floors. And our 7th floor is amenity floor, in which we have basic amenities like fitness, dining, prep kitchens, bar, event space. We have more advanced facilities like movie room, saloon, lounge, game and everything. And we have even better and more extreme advanced that we are having the jogging trail, the completely open to sky jogging trail around the building, as well as open terrace garden for yoga, meditation and Zumba and different type of activity. So this is like basically how the building looks like, and what plans we got approved right now. So these are a couple of that detail. Let me quickly show it to you. One more thing before we wrap up and then go for Q&A. The document which usually third party asks, that's an appraisal document, that what is going to be Fannin Estate constructing, how they are going to recover, what are the things involved, and many more things. So I'm going to share with you a couple of important things. Of course, document is there in your barcode, which you have it or you may get it later on. So you will see that the land value 1.3 on the day of June 30, 2025. Upon completion, project value is going to be 23 million, and upon stabilization, it's going to be 30 million. Now, how this number comes, then you can go a little bit more down. These are all our certification approval and all those things, but once you are going a little bit more down, then you are going to have all the detail about the complete breakdown, how they calculated. This is a third party company who got approval, and their calculation method in the layman language is they're going to put your memory care or facility or building, compare with your 3 competitor within the same city, 3 competitor in your same state, and 3 competitors in the country, and they're going to compare occupancy rate, room minimum recovery rate, to all the way to addendum services and so many more things, and they use those formula and count it for you as well. So once you go to appendix number B, you are going to see all the other competitor in the same location, what is going on, how much their occupancy and all those things. But I want to come to all the way to, just give me 1 second. Yeah, if someone wants to read, jump to page number 52, 53. If someone wants to read that what type of building is this, what type of, there are some general contractor right now from India, builders are there with us, and their common questions are like what type of building, what is material, what you're doing it, what are the approval. Then page number 50 onwards, you are going to get all those detail here, which is recommended and which is calculated in the approval. Once you go to page number 150, I'll not take much time because this is like way later phase. You are going to use it, not right now, but I'm just going to, okay. So page number 50, yeah. So here, all the direct cost to all the way to appreciation for different years, all those calculation, the people who are in from finance, they are going to have their 5 year of projection cap rate. The cap rate of this project is around 8%. But the people who are interested in calculation, they are going to get that from 850 onward, 150 page onwards. These are a couple of people who certified the project. But yeah, page 174, 175 onwards, all the comparisons are going to be there. So if someone wants to compare that what is going on, some doctors are more inclined towards these numbers, that what other numbers are going on and what are their occupancy and all. So our occupancy, predicted occupancy is 87%, 87 point something, based on other occupancy. Like these are our next door competitor, their occupancy is 94%, other are 89, 99. So they have different occupancy detail. 91 occupancy is there in this company. So this all the independent reports, they are having it. Now if someone wants to study more further into approved plan or approved salary or so other detail, for example, how you are coming with the different number, what are going to be the salary, and there are a couple of people who reach all the way up to 202, then you are going to see detailed description, what USCIS recommended, what are our agreements. Some people wants to see general contractor agreement, civil engineer agreement, architecture agreement. So those agreement you will see from the bottom to 203 onwards, all the agreement, how much they are charging, all the detail until construction cost and even breakdown of all this detail. So those are very detailed document, but in very short period of time it's a little bit tricky to cover everything. So what we are going to do in a one-to-one talk, we are going to discuss more detail about all those agreements. So now what we can do is we can start the Q&A so that we can address specifically the concern related to you. And thank you so much for staying all the way until end. We have flat, all 22 people exist here, so that's a good achievement as well. Thank you for your time, guys. We can start Q&A now.
So Jainam Patel is asking, who is the point of contact in US, and can you email this PPT and documents?
Yes. So you are going to have you are going to have such document in PDF in your phone as well. We will send it to you.
Yeah.
So you will see company number 1 detail, 2 detail, 3 detail, all the detail. Whenever you scan your barcode, or whenever you are going to tap, that will take you to all the documents, which I'm going to quickly show it to you if you wish. So those all document from company A, B, C, and all the rest of the approval for land acquisition document to all in open access. So you can see all the document there. Second thing is, and the PPT as well. The second thing is will be your point of contact in US. I myself will be from February 1st onwards. I myself will be there. So I'll be your primary point of contact. Anyone wants to come and visit, they all can visit Houston itself. In India, Dr. Dhiren Patel is another our business partner, and he runs Sanjeevani Hospital, Bhatar Road in Surat. So he is going to be your primary point of contact. We have in Ahmedabad, Govind Bhai, he's our CA in India. So he's going to be a primary contact for source of funding. We did not discuss source of funding. Source of fundings are usually divided into source of funding of your US people, US spouse, US, let's say someone is working on H1, their retirement fund, 401k, Roth, IRA, their friends gift, and their friends 0% loan. To India's source of document, you, your neighbors, your friends and family, loan over your land, loan over your home, and couple of more source of funding. So you are going to, of course, we will make one-to-one WhatsApp group with all the partners, our lawyers, our chartered accountant, and you are going to ask whatever questions you have it related to. So we'll give you a legal team, we'll give you a finance team, and whatever document other than that we require, we will be also partner in that group.
Even for coordination, we can help.
Yes, for coordination also we can help with the, and in the WhatsApp group everyone will be there, so everyone can help you with that one. Now phone numbers are also here, my personal phone number and Dr. Dhiren's personal phone number is also in the same document, so we are going to share with you guys. Jainam bhai, anyone else? You can unmute yourself and can ask question.
Sir, I think એમને chat જ કરવું પડશે.
Huh?
વેબિનાર છે ને એટલે hand raise કરવો પડશે કાં તો પછી એમને chat
Oh,
કરવું
okay,
પડશે.
okay. So I think someone, yeah, Meet bhai, Meet Bhatt. એ અનમ્યુટ નથી કરી શકતા
ના.
બરાબર?
એ chat કરશે.
Chat
Answer આપો.
Okay. You can make a call here if you want to. Okay.
So I think we have answered all the questions.
Okay. Current. Okay, that's good. Insurance good. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Anyone is having any other question, guys? Okie dokie then. Sounds good. So probably we can end the session here. And if you have any question, we